This is number 35 in our textbook for Unit 60, where we're asked to determine the volume of a prism that is 13.82 centimeters high and has an equilateral triangular base that has a 9.08 centimeter side. So that means that every side is going to be of length 9.08 centimeters. So we've learned that the way we determine the volume of a prism like this is we take the area of the base and we multiply it by the height. So the question is, how do we determine the area of this base? Well, because it's equilateral, we can draw in an altitude, which will form two right triangles actually, and we can use the information provided to determine the altitude, which would help us find the area of that base. So what I have is a right triangle. The base of that right triangle is going to be half of 9.08. That'll be 4.59 centimeters. And because it's an equilateral triangle, it must also be an equiangular triangle. All of the angles must be the same measure, which means that they're all 60 degrees, because 60 times 3 is 180, and we know that that's the sum of the measures of the angles in a triangle. So to find that altitude, we're going to need to use either tangent, opposite over adjacent, or cotangent, adjacent over opposite. So I'll use cotangent. The cotangent of my angle, 60 degrees, is going to equal the side adjacent. Oh, sorry, I don't want to use cotan, I want to use tan. So the side opposite my angle over the side adjacent to my angle. And this will give me the altitude of my triangular base. And that's about equal to 7.950 centimeters. So now I can find the area of my base. It's a triangle, so I'm going to take half the base of the triangle, 9.08. Now this is the big equilateral triangle, not the right triangle, times the height, which is the altitude I just calculated, 7.950, and that will give me the area of my base. And then of course I'll need to multiply that by the height of my prism to get the volume of my prism. And to the nearest cubic centimeter, that would be equivalent to 499 cubic centimeters.